Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thank you very much for joining me for today's video. This is going to be a little chatty catch up and I have an unintentional fabric haul as well, so I'm really excited to share with you what's been coming into my sewing room. So I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a good few weeks since I last spoke to you. Happy Me Made May to all of you who celebrate. I'm definitely having a great fun this Me Made May, picking out all my Me Made garments, and in the spirit of that, what I'm wearing today is one of my most recent makes actually, and it's the Donny shirt by Friday Passion Company in this fantastic fabric from Bornella Fabrics that I picked up recently at the Stitch Festival. So yes, loving Me Made May, and I am doing a series on YouTube as well, so sharing what I'm wearing on Me Made May each week, things like that, so having great fun. So what have I been working on since I spoke to you last? So I was very secretive the last time I was on here, saying that I was cutting out a project and I was going to be working on it that evening, but I didn't really give much detail about it. I'm delighted to share with you now that there is a new social, that's SEW social, and it is called the Southside Sunday social, and that was where I was going to that evening. So it is a fantastic evening with some very lovely ladies. We did lots of sewing, we did lots of chatting, lots of drinking tea. It was really great. So the Southside Sunday social is the brainchild of my fantastic friend Anne-Marie. I'll pop in a picture of us here together at Stitch Festival. She is a fantastic lady, she really is. She's a very talented sewist, knitter, crocheter, and it was just marvellous that she was able to set up this social. It was really good fun, and it's now going to happen once a month in Dublin. So I'll link the Eventbrite page down below, so be sure to hop over and give it a follow, and you'll see all the dates we've got booked for the rest of the year. So it's been really good fun. So thank you so much, Anne-Marie, for all your hard work. So I'll be going to a social every month, which I'm very excited about. So what was I working on at that social? I can now show you. I was making an addition to my Adam Sews label keeper, which I just love. So I made this last year and I filled it with all this lovely vinyl, all my lovely labels in this beautiful pink fabric, and it was bursting at the seams. I was having to double, triple, quadruple the labels. But then I decided to make another insert, and that's what I did. And here is my new insert. So I've got 4 new pages, all of which are now full, and it is just fantastic. So all my lovely labels on view, beautiful glittery vinyl, and I was able to use the same binding as well, which kind of ties it all together, which is fantastic. So I'm delighted to get that done at the new social. So that was really great. So shall we dive straight into the fabric haul? I think we shall. So if you watched my spring sewing plans, I showed you this fantastic fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. So I'll link my discount code in the description box below for 20% off. That's an affiliate link, thank you very much. And I picked up this fabulous cotton fabric at Stitch Festival, and I really wanted to make a maze dress by Little Rosy Cheeks. So I knew I had this, and I was kind of humming and hawing about what to wear as the top. So I went to driessenStoffen, which has a fantastic supply of jerseys, and I picked up some navy. So I got this beautiful navy. It's a 240 gram cotton jersey, so it's quite structured, it's quite heavyweight. I thought it would be perfect. And then I got some matching ribbing as well. So the lighting now is very bad. I do apologise, but these do match in real life. So I think the navy would look great with a maze dress. So I'm very excited about getting started on that. So that's the little thing I picked up in driessenStoffen, but you can't just buy some cotton jersey when you go into driessenStoffen. So I bought a lot of black linen. And I'm not quite sure had I spoken about this before, but I was in the shopping centre, it must have been a year or 2 ago, and this lady passed me and she was wearing this kind of black linen full length summer dress, and it just looked beautiful. And from that moment on, I thought I would like a black linen summer dress. So I bought some beautiful black linen fabric, and I'm going to make the Fabric Godmother fleur dress out of this, which I think would look really nice. And just, I know black isn't a very summery colour, but it just looked so lovely and so chic that I would like to recreate it. So little did that lady know that she's inspired my sewing. So I picked up that as well. So that was my little haul from driessenStoffen. So then Rainbow Fabrics were having a sale, I think over the bank holiday weekend, last weekend, and I picked up a few bits and pieces, and I'll show you them now, and then there will be plans for these at a later video. But I got some black cotton jersey. I think it's actually bamboo jersey. It's a beautiful weight and it feels beautiful. So yeah, standards like these, you can never go wrong, can you? So that was the first fabric that I picked out. The next is this beautiful pink waffle fabric, which I kind of had my eye on for a while. So I think it's really, really nice, kind of a dusty, kind of powdery pink. And I think this is a really, really lovely fabric. And I was very keen to get my hands on some of this. Then also I got this beautiful yellow colour. Isn't this just glorious, this beautiful yellow fabric? It is a loopback French terry, and it's ever so slightly kind of speckled or marled as well. It's really nice, but I just think this is the most beautiful springy summery colour ever. So yeah, got a little bit of this. And then last but by no means least, when I saw this, I fell in love with it. Look at this, it's lobsters. I just love it. So it's striped, I think it's a block print. So it's striped with lobsters, and then in the stripes there's all these different shells, and then there's little hearts in the stripe as well. I think it is fantastic. So yeah, delighted to get my hands on all those, and as I say, plans incoming for that. Speaking of sales, Love Fabric Ireland had a birthday sale, so definitely had to purchase something. And it was very funny actually, because the day before I was actually on their site looking for something else, and I came across a couple of fabrics and I thought they looked very, very nice, but then I had other fabrics in a go and I said no, it'll be fine. So then when Amy popped up the birthday sale, the next day I went straight on to get the fabrics that I'd had my eye on the day before. So it worked out beautifully. So, and those fabrics are right here under a pile of fabrics. And I picked up 2 of these. Oh, she also popped in a little label. So it says eat, sleep, sew. So thank you for that. Put it in my new label keeper. And the first one I picked up is this beautiful gingham fabric. So it is a blue kind of light navy gingham fabric. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's cotton. Now that I've shown you all these, they can all be washed. So yeah, lovely cotton gingham fabric. And then this is the one that I had my eye on, which I just love. It is a French terry, and it's black, and it's got leopard bows. A little bit not quite what I usually wear, but I was just totally drawn in by the bows and the colours and the leopard print and everything. I thought it was just gorgeous. So this was the main reason that I purchased in the sale, and I think it is magnificent. So that was my little haul from Love Fabric Ireland. Oh dear, I think I mentioned before that I did make an order with Cozy Club Handmade, and those labels arrived. So I want to show you those because they are ever so cute. So the lovely Rachel now pops in a little label here that says Cozy Club, which is fantastic. And then if I pop these out of the package, because it'll shine, look how beautiful. It says Coffee and Croissant Club. I mean, really, I love these. The second she teased these, they went straight in my basket. Little hearts, a little coffee cup and a croissant. I mean, what could be better? So I cannot wait to put these in a make as well. So that was my label haul as well. So quite a lot of fabric has come into the sewing room over the past week, and it is just marvellous. So what else has been going on? So for those of you who don't know, May marks my vlogiversary, and this May I'll have been vlogging for 5 years. I can't quite believe it. So I think I'll have to plan something special for my 5-year vlogiversary. What do you think? So regarding plans, so let's talk about May plans, because there are lots of them. So I've got a few little things that I'd like to get made up, but there are an awful lot of challenges as well that I'm involved in. I think I did mention that the last time as well. So we've got Sew Frugal, we've got Sew Skin Summer, we've got Blue Threads for ME, and then we've also got the Studio 77 bag challenge, which is coming in May as well. So it's definitely a bumper month. So I'm working away on those. A couple of secret squirrel projects as well. So I'll definitely be kept busy, and I will keep you posted of what I'm making as well. So that's it for about the plans, and that kind of covers all the sewing bits and pieces that I wanted to talk to you about. If you do not want to see an update on my stripe pipe knitted jumper, then I will say goodbye to you and thank you very, very much for watching. I do hope you have a lovely, lovely week. If you would like to see an update on my knitting, then let's do it. So folks, we're getting there. This is my jumper and I am loving it. Here we go. We have a sleeve. Look at this. We have so many ends to weave in. Oh my word. It's going to take me about 4 years to weave in all these ends, but that's okay. So this is now the sleeve. So I started with the grey stripes, then moved to the mustard stripes. I've done my twisted rib for the cuff, and then I've bound it off with my Italian bind off, which is getting easier having done it so often. It's fantastic. I don't even need the video anymore. And I've done that in pink because I think that gives a lovely pop of colour. So this is where we're at. So we have kind of a jumper. So it's looking pretty good. There's a few little bits that I want to kind of tidy up, and hopefully the blocking will help with that. Sizing wise, I think it's okay. I did make a large and I hummed and hawed over the sizing. On reflection, I probably could have got away with medium, but it's okay. I'm not quite sure what the blocking is going to do to it, but in looking at the model pictures, it said that she was 5'6" and had a bust of 34, and she made a medium. So I'm 5'9" and my bust measurement is 36. So I thought I better go with a large. On reflection, I probably could have got away with medium, but anyway, it's fine. It'll be fine. But I think the fit is quite nice. It looks very, very cropped in the pictures, but it's actually quite a good length on me, which is great because I was so worried it was going to come up short. And again, the sleeve length seems pretty good as well, which I'm delighted about because I definitely didn't want to go mucking around or trying to lengthen anything or adding stripes or any of that good stuff. So we are now at the stage where I need to start sleeve number 2. So it's quite nice the way you add on the stitches here, you pick them up. Hopefully the blocking again will get rid of that kind of bumpy behavior there. But yeah, so I'm just going to start on sleeve number 2 and then see how we go. So yeah, looking forward to that. So I am next week going to the craft cinema, which I'm super excited about. We're seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2, which is going to be fantastic, and I will definitely be working on my stripe pipe at that. Hopefully I can concentrate on the knitting and I won't just be watching the fashion on the big screen, but that should be really good fun too. So that is an update on my stripe pipe sweater. So I think I should leave it there for now. Thank you very, very much for joining. As always, I'll link everything I spoke about in the description box below. But if you do have any questions or any comments, or if you just like to leave me a little note and tell me what you're working on, please do so in the comment box as well. I love having the chats, as you well know. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all getting time for some lovely, lovely sewing. If you like this video, I'd very much love it if you give me a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing. And I will talk to you all again very soon in another video. Take care, everyone.